You know what's crazy about your 26th birthday? 26 years feels like a really long time. But did you know that the average person spends 26 years of your life asleep? Sleep is essential for our brains to get enough rest for the day after. However, the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institution states that 1 in 3 people are actually sleep deprived. This is detrimental to our temporary and long-term health. However, developing healthy habits and sticking to them can help fix this issue. Once you fix this issue, you'll recognize the results of getting a good sleep the day after. But what exactly are the effects of sleep deprivation? The consequences of sleep deprivation will show themselves the day after. In fact, the Columbia University's Department of Psychiatry states that our neurochemistry is actually imbalanced because of our lack of sleep. Your neurons, which are brain cells, can be overworked just like a muscle. After all, you want to work out the same muscle every single day without letting it rest. Because our neurons are too tired, we cannot send our chemical signals throughout our brains correctly, resulting in tiredness the day after. Additionally, the Healthline sleeping site states that you can have mood swings because of your brain's tiredness. There's a part of your brain called the pineal gland that is responsible for releasing hormones throughout your body. And hormones are responsible or partly responsible for your mood. If your brain is too tired, this pineal gland cannot send the signals correctly, resulting in hormonal imbalances, which results in mood swings. The effects of sleep deprivation not only will show themselves the day after, but are also chronic. The National Heart and Lung Blood Institution also states that we can have chronic heart issues because of our sleep deprivation. Your heartbeat is a result of electrical signals your brain sends to your heart. If your brain is overworked, studies have shown that the repeated irregularities in the signals can result in permanent heart damage. Additionally, the Cleveland Clinic shows that bad sleep can lead to a 60% increase in depression. This is because both the neurochemistry and hormonal balance throughout your body is out of whack because we cannot get sleep. And this, over time, can develop into depression. But don't worry, there are some healthy habits that if you develop and stick to, you can fix these issues. First, you should set a goal for yourself every single night. The Centers for Blood Disease Control and Prevention states that there is a certain amount of time each age group should get for sleep. For example, babies should sleep around 15 hours, people ages 1 to 12 should sleep for around 12 hours, and anyone 13 or older should aim for around 8 hours or more of sleep. The Health Club also states some healthy habits we can stick to get that good night of sleep. Remember the 10-3-2-1 rule. 10 means no caffeine 10 hours before going to bed. 3 means no food or alcohol 3 hours before going to bed. 2 means do not do any work 2 hours before going to bed. So maybe relax a bit, read a book. 1 means no screen time 1 hour before bed. And 0 is actually mean that you cannot hit your snooze at all. This is because it is an irregular noise you hear when you wake up, and it will disturb your brain's REM sleep. So wake up naturally and don't hit that snooze button. If this still doesn't work, maybe consider talking to your doctor about prescriptions. The Mayo Clinic states that melatonin may help people who are suffering with jet lag or cannot fall asleep quickly. This is because melatonin is a chemical that is responsible for that tired feeling you feel. Another website from the Mayo Clinic states that valerian is an incredible tool that we can use to help with insomnia. Remember to always consult your doctor before taking any prescriptions. Now, what would you get out of getting a good night's sleep? Firstly, you'll get a healthy brain. The Barnsley's University website states that your brain needs to repeat certain electrical signals to increase its strength. This is a phenomenon we call rehearsal. Rehearsal is important for learning. Think about it. If you do something over and over and over, that's how you learn it. Your brain is the same exact way. It sends that signal over and over and over so it remembers how to do it. Additionally, the West Tennessee University's website shows that our brains can actually flush out harmful toxins when we sleep. This was shown in a study done with mice that showed that their brains got bigger and there is less harmful toxins. This is because when our brains get bigger, those harmful toxins are actually released out. You also recognize an increase in your abilities in your daily activities. The National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institution conducted a study that involved two groups, a group that was sleep deprived and a group that slept with regular hours. They found in this study, after giving them a critical thinking test, that the group who slept regularly had a 20% better score in the critical thinking test than the other group. Another study from the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institution was very similar to this. They had two groups, one that was sleep deprived and one that wasn't. After giving them a memory test, they found there a 15% increase in scores for the group that had enough sleep. In summary, 1 in 3 people are sleep deprived. This can harm us in our day-to-day lives and will harm us years later. So remember the 10-3-2-1-0 rule, which is a healthy habit we can use every night to help us fall asleep. If this still doesn't help, try a prescription and talk to your doctor about it. This will lead to an increase in memory and healthy brain. I know it's hard, and TikTok can be very enticing to scroll through instead of going to bed. But try it tonight. You'll feel much better tomorrow. Thank you for listening.